All right, could you please tell us your name for the record, please?
Carol Ann Bose Melashenko.
Can you tell me where you presently work?
Florida Hospital, Orlando.
What is your position with Florida Hospital, Orlando?
I work in their home care division. I'm a home health nurse.
Do you recall what room Carolina DiStefano was in?
It was his private room. It's a private room.
Why don't you go ahead and look it up? Don't guess at anything.
All right. Oh, 307.
All right. Okay, let's go to the evening of September the 20th, 1999. And let me ask you, first of all, before September the 20th, strike that. What was your first contact with Larry or Carolina DiStefano?
The evening I was bringing in supper trays, and the door was closed. So I knocked on the door, and there was no answer. So I knocked on the door again, and there was still no answer. So I went ahead over the door, and I observed Mr. DiStefano being in bed with his mother.
Okay. So you were bringing in the supper trays, and you knocked on the door.
Yes.
And you didn't hear any answer.
No.
Do you recall how many times you knocked?
Approximately 3 to 4 times.
Okay. And did you knock loudly enough that normally somebody would hear?
Oh, yes.
Did you know at that point that Mr. DiStefano was in the room?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. So you knocked on the door, and you didn't hear any answer after 3 or 4 times, and then you opened the door.
Right.
And what did you observe?
Mr. DiStefano on top of his mother, kissing her.
Okay. Now you say you saw Mr. DiStefano or DiStefano.
DiStefano.
Right. On top of his mother.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean when you say on top of his mother?
He was lying on top of his mother inappropriately.
Okay. Was he fully on top of her?
Yes, he was.
And he was kissing her?
Yes, he was.
And how was he kissing her?
He was kissing her on the mouth and the cheeks.
All right.
Very passionately.
Was Mr. DiStefano's, if he was kissing her on the mouth, was his genital area on top of her genital area?
He had his clothes on, so, I caught him unaware. As soon as he saw me, he got up immediately. I mean, his mother was incapacitated. She couldn't do anything about it. She was incapacitated.
Okay. And for how long did you witness this going on before Mr. DiStefano noticed you?
Approximately 2 to 3 minutes.
During those 2 to 3 minutes, what did you do?
I said, "Excuse me," from what I remember. I said, "Here is her supper tray." And I offered to feed her. He said, "No, thank you, I'll take it." He took the tray and he said, "Please shut the door."
Okay. I thought you told, I guess the question I was asking you was, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you testified that you were watching him kiss his mother for 2 or 3 minutes.
So long. What's the question?
Is that what you testified to?
Yes, approximately 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
It caught me off guard because I normally don't see a 50-some-year-old man kissing his mother passionately because that behavior is inappropriate to me. Maybe not to him, but to me it's inappropriate. And it just caught me off guard because I was not expecting it.
All right. And during these 2 to 3 minutes, he was kissing his mother, you said, on the lips?
Yes, on the lips and on the cheeks.
And on the cheeks.
Yes.
And did you see his hands where they were?
I don't remember.
All right. And you said he was kissing her passionately. Is that the word you used?
To me, that was kissing her passionately, yes.
All right. And describe passionately. What do you mean by passionately?
When a man and woman are in love with each other and they kiss each other passionately on the cheeks and on the lips and on the neck, I mean, it's not the kind of kiss that my children would give me. I have 3 boys, and my kids kiss me. They do not kiss me passionately. They kiss me on the cheek here and the cheek here, and that's it. He was all over her face.
Okay, was he kissing her neck too?
Yes, he was, from what I recall.
Okay. Did you say anything when you came into the room?
Yes, I said, "Excuse me."
Okay.
I said, "I don't mean to interrupt, but her supper tray is here. What would you like for me to do with it?" And he said, "Give it to me, and please shut the door."
Okay.
And then I went to talk to. Then I went to my supervisor and told her what I saw.
Okay. I guess my question to you is, the 2 or 3 minutes while he was kissing his mother and on top of her, did you not say anything for those 2 or 3 minutes?
No, I was in shock. Wouldn't you be in shock? If you found that situation, what would you do? I was in shock.
Okay, so you were in shock for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you said to him, "Excuse me, I have your mother's supper tray."
Right.
And at that point, he got up off of her?
Yes, he did. He came over to me and took the tray and said, "Thank you very much. Please shut the door."
Okay, was there any other conversation?
No, there was not.
Now, during this, do you know why did Mr. DiStefano look at you during those 2 or 3 minutes?
No, he did not.
Do you know why he wouldn't have been able to? Was there any reason why he would not have been able to see you during those 2 or 3 minutes?
He was engaged in kissing his mother. He was very distracted.
Okay.
But I made my presence very well known because I knocked on the door quite frequently.
Okay. Now, when Mr. DiStefano got up, did you check to see if he was aroused in any way?
No, I did not.
All right. Did he appear to be embarrassed when he got up?
No, he did not.
Did you notice Mr. DiStefano at all? Was he, and I hate to use a vulgar word, but let me ask this, did you notice him moving his pelvis around on top of her at all?
No, I did not.
I think you told us that you didn't remember where his hands were.
That's right, I do not remember.
At that time, did you worry that he might be suffocating her?
I didn't know what I was thinking at the time. I was just in shock. It just caught me totally unaware. I've never seen that, and all my years as a nurse, I've never seen anything like that before in my life, ever.
Okay. So, what did you do after you left the room?
I went and reported this to my supervisor.
Margarita Walters?
Yes, I did.
Tell me exactly what you told, to the best of your recollection, what you told Ms. Walters.
I told her what I observed.
Okay. Tell me the words.
I told her that I went to give the supper tray to Mrs. DiStefano. I knocked on the door several times. There was no answer. I opened the door to find Mr. DiStefano on top of his mother, kissing her passionately.
Okay. Tell me, what else did you hear?
I heard that he was seen kissing his mom passionately.
Okay. And can you tell me who said that?
Carol told me.
When did Carol tell you that?
The day after, sometime after the incident, after she was transferred.
Okay, so after the transfer?
Yes.
All right, so she didn't tell you that on either the 20th or the 21st?
She didn't mention it on the evening when the patient was there. It was after the patient left.
Okay. Did Carol say that she saw that?
Yes, she told me she saw it.
Okay. As best you can recall, what did Carol exactly tell you?
That apparently that she went into the room and she saw him kissing her mama passionately, and I said, "You really see something like that?" And she said yes.